thank you for clicking on this video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how I not only got this makeup look here, but also the hair look. I really wanted to do a quick and easy Christmas Day look. So you're going to want to feel put together on Christmas Day, but you don't want to go all out glam because let's be honest, most of us are going to be at home stuffing our faces for the entire day. But I really wanted to do like a really quick glam, so you're going to feel nice and put together, nice and glam, nice and Christmassy, but it's not going to take too much time away from your eating basically, and drinking and present opening. So if you want to learn how I created this makeup and hair look, then please keep on watching. So I'm just prepping the eyes with the P. Louise base. I really wanted to do like a quick and easy makeup and hair tutorial for Christmas Day. Obviously this year I presume most people will be having it at home, but we definitely won't be going out to any big parties with lots of people. So I just thought I would do a hair and makeup tutorial where you're still gonna feel glam and put together, but it doesn't take up too much time and it's not like full blown glam, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to be using a new makeup palette that I picked up, and this is an XX Revolution makeup palette, and this is a Visionary makeup palette. I actually went to Boots the other day and picked up some new makeup bits from XX Revolution. I've been wanting to try some of their stuff for a while and I picked this up. Now the packaging of this palette is absolutely stunning, like it is gorgeous. I could not believe how inexpensive this is. Like I don't see any difference to this palette than one of the more higher end ones, and the shade range is absolutely stunning. So you've got a beautiful collection of warm bronzy shades with some shimmers and mattes, and I'm going to take shade number 1 from the palette, and I'm going to take this on my JH32 brush. Now I haven't tried this palette yet, so I don't know what it's going to be like. I literally haven't even swatched it, but actually putting that on now, I'm impressed with the pigmentation of it, and it's blending really well actually. I'm actually really surprised. I don't know why. I don't know. I got this for free. So if you spent more than £15 on Revolution, XX Revolution at Boots, then you got this palette for free, and this was the last one. And I was picking up some little bits, so I just thought, oh, I'll get this one. So far so good. I'm really impressed with that actually. It's blending out really nicely. It's pigmented. I don't really see any difference as of yet to this shadow than any of my other palettes, to be honest. And then just the same on the other eye. Next I'm going to take shade number 9, and I'm going to use this for the outer edge of the eye. I'm just popping that on my Zoeva 227 brush, and I'm just going to start by putting that in the outer corner, and then just bringing it up into the crease and towards the inner corner. Again, this shadow is pigmented, it's blending really easily. I am impressed. I'm going to take shade number 2, and I'm just going to pack that onto my JH41 brush and start applying that from the inner corner outwards and bringing it about 3/4 on the lid. I am really impressed by the shadows in this palette, so I'm happy with that now, and we're going to move on to liner. Liner, I'm also going to use the palette, and I'm going to use the darkest shade in this palette, which is number 5, and I'm just popping this on an angled brush. We're just going to use this like an eyeliner, but I'm going to smoke it out a little bit in the corner just to give this a little bit more drama basically.
We know the time is short, we blink and then it's gone, so we better make the most of what we've got.
So as you can see, I've done a liner. It's a bit more subtle than a black one, and I brought it out, and then I'm just going to use concealer to clean this line up. So now we're going to move on to applying lashes, and I'm going to use the Glam with Jo doll lashes. These I've used before in a previous tutorial. I love these so much. I think these are the perfect lashes to offset this look. I almost forgot how gorgeous these lashes are. Like, they're so gorgeous. So I've already moisturised and done my skincare, so I'm just going to go in with the L'Oreal Nude Magique Blur Cream. I'm going to rub that on my hands and then onto my nose and in the rest of my T-zone. For foundation, I'm going to use the Maybelline Superstay, and this is in shade 36 Warm Sun. I've just popped that onto the back of my hand. I'm taking a large fluffy brush, and applying. This lasts ages. Like, it is just so long wearing. It's nice full coverage, so I can count on the fact that my makeup is going to stay all day. I'm not going to need to top it up. I can think about eating food and drinking and just enjoying myself at Christmas rather than worrying if my makeup's going to last or not. Now I'm going to try another new product that I got. The only thing about this product is I think I got the wrong shade. Obviously with testers now, well, there is no testers anymore in stores, which I completely understand. Testers can be a bit gross anyway, to be honest. You hear horror stories about makeup artists working on makeup counters who say that people come along and put lipsticks straight on their lips on a makeup counter. Disgusting. I think I got a shade that is way too light, so I might need to mix it with something else, but I really want to try out the formula, so I'm going to try it. If it is too light, well, it's going to be too light, I can already tell, then I'll just pop it in my makeup kit. So this is the XX Revolution Super Fix Concealer, and first of all, I love the packaging of this. This looks so expensive, I cannot believe it. So I went for CX 0.2, and on the swatch was actually like on the stand. It looked fine. It looked like the kind of concealer that I would normally get. Now I've seen it in real life, it's going to be way too light. So let's have a look. Like, it doesn't even look that bad on the screen, but it's super white. So I'm just going to pop this on and then mix it with something else. Such a shame as well, because the I actually like love all the packaging and the price point's really good. I'll probably buy another one, a darker one. But yeah, it's just a shame. I'm just mixing this with the NARS Creamy Concealer in shade Custard. And then we're going to start off, as always, with the ring fingers. Now, I'm hoping I'm able to make this work, because otherwise I'm going to ruin this makeup look. I feel like I can make it work. This I like. This is full coverage. It is blending well. If it was the right shade, then I feel like this concealer would be a winner. I'm going to set this with another new product. So this is another XX Revolution product, and this is their Glow Fix Setting Powder. This I got in shade Luster because I thought that it would look like my Huda Beauty, and it doesn't. I haven't tried this yet. I've just taken it out of the packaging and looked at it and just thought that it doesn't look like the same shade. The packaging of this product is stunning. Like, it looks so expensive. I honestly can't believe like just how expensive this looks. So just making sure that my concealer's blended and not settled into any creases. So this actually comes with a powder puff, and I'm just going to use that one and pop it on over the concealer. Oh no, this is not what I thought it was. I didn't even realise that had shimmer in it. What? Luminous Loose Setting Powder. Why on earth would I want my skin to look like that? I don't know if there's any way back from this. It's literally like a highlighter. What the like, I don't even think it's going to show up on camera how bad that is. Well, that was a fail, so that's a no from me with regards to that product. I don't understand. They had a translucent one, and I went for this one because I thought it might look a little bit better. It might look like the Huda Beauty pound cake, and it really doesn't. It's literally like a powdered highlighter. Why on earth anyone would set the face with that, I have no clue. Anyway, we're going to go and set the under eye with a Charlotte Tilbury airbrush powder. Oh, it's so annoying. I completely forgot whilst I was ranting. I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Foundation Stick in 210 to contour. I still have 2 more products to try. They might be able to bring it back. For bronzer, I'm going to use the MAC Dark Deep on my Real Techniques bronzing brush. So we're going to move on to brows, and I got a new brow product. I told you I would try something. So this is another XX Revolution product, and I got this in shade Deep Brown. First of all, I'm obsessed with the packaging. Like, I feel like this looks really expensive. It's a beautiful sort of metal pink, and yeah, I love it. So it has a spoolie on one end and the nib on the other. So we're going to start off with the spoolie. We're going to use the other end to fill in those hairs. I really like this. It does feel very similar to the e.l.f. one. I think this is about £3 more expensive than the e.l.f. one. But I would certainly say that the packaging is better. I think I might have found another fave brow product. It's not too cakey and it seems to be applying really well. Okay. I really like this. I'm happy with that. To go with that, I also picked up another brow product, and this is a brow gel. So I got this in dark brown also. This was £11, I think, which isn't expensive for a brow gel, really. But I think the Brow Wiz thing was like £8. I'm gonna have to double check that's right, but I just thought that was pretty expensive. And it's a little bottle like this. It does look quite dark, but I think it's gonna be perfect for mine. It's got a really cute little spoolie on the end of it. So I'm just gonna brush through my brows with that and set them into place. I mean, the colour is actually perfect. I like that and it feels good. For the under eye, we're going to go back to the same palette and we're going to take shade 9, which is the colour that we put on the outer corner. And I'm just taking this on my JH42 brush from Morphe.
So take your neighbor by the hand and join the dance parade.
Blusher, I'm going to take a Primark blusher in shade Carnival. And I'm going to be nice and generous with that. Just going to really quickly go over my bronzer. And then before I set the face, I'm going to just quickly go over again with a Charlotte Tilbury airbrush powder. Just to smooth everything out. So before I do my lips and mascara, I'm just going to spray my face with the Garnier Rose Soothing Glow Mist. Then for mascara, I'm going to use the e.l.f. 3-in-1. And I'm just going to put that on my natural lashes to make sure that they blend in really nicely. And on the bottom lashes. For liner, I'm going to take Morphe Sweet Tea.
Before the clock strikes and it's all too late.
For lipstick, I'm going to take MAC Peach Stock. And then for lip gloss, I'm going to take NYX Brunch Drunk. Literally one of my favourite nude combos ever. Okay, so for hair, I've washed and dried my hair today and I'm going to curl it. So I'm just going to do a simple loose curl look. So what I'm going to do is start by sectioning off my hair. So when I'm curling, I literally just run my fingers through and separate my hair almost into two. I do leave slightly more down so that I've got less to do on the top curls. I'm just going to clip up that section on top of my head like so. Make sure all of your hair is brushed through and not free before you do it. And the one I'm going to be using today is actually one off Amazon. So this isn't like a well-known branded wand. I picked this up good few years ago now, and it was mainly because one, it was inexpensive, and two, it had multiple heads on it. So I'm using this wand here. I'm wondering if I can find out like the inches, the measurement of this, so you might have a one that already does it or find another one, but I will link this down below. Yeah, so this is the thickness that I'm going to be using for my hair. Now I do have quite long and thick hair, so that is why I'm going to be using this one. If you do have finer, shorter hair, you might want to try and opt for a smaller one, just so that you are still able to get that nice curl. I'm just going to start by taking sections of hair. Now I just take sections about this big and then just take the wand, wrap the hair around it. Always start with your hair away from your face when you do your first curl. It's going to be a lot more flattering. Now for this look, I want it to be a nice loose curl, so I'm going to do all of the curls in the same direction. Now if you want more curlier hair, if you want more tighter, bouncier curls, then you're going to want to do your hair in different directions. But for this look, I want it to be nice and loose and curly, so I'm just going to take that and hold it in my hand for about 5 to 10 seconds to let it cool down a little bit. And then I rest it on my shoulder as much as I can so that the curl doesn't drop out. Curls stay in place for longer if they're given time to cool down whilst they're in that curly position, which is why a lot of people do pin curls. As with the makeup look, we want this look to be nice and quick and easy, so we're just going to do it with our hands today. If you do have time, you could pin curl it on Christmas Eve and wake up with gorgeous curly hair already done and you don't need to do this, but if you are doing it on the morning and you have washed your hair, then this is the way to do it. So the next section along, I'm just taking about the same thickness and wrapping it around. I'm wrapping it around the wand again in the same way. Bloody wire in my face. So I'm just holding this for about 5 to 10 seconds. It will depend on the thickness of your hair. You just want to make sure that the hair is actually warm to touch, and that way you're going to know that it's done its job. Let it fall into my hand once again. Just holding it there like so. Now I'm going to change the direction of the curls once I get to halfway on the back of my head. So obviously they're all going to be going backwards, but once you get here you're going to need to change the way that you use your wand for the right hand side or the other side, whichever one you start with. So I'll finish off this section of it now, and then we'll move on to this side. This half of the hair is done, and now we're going to move on to the other side. So that is all of the bottom section complete now. So we're going to take down the top section and just repeat the same process on those, same as we did on the bottom. Wrap it round away from the face, wait 5 to 10 seconds depending on the thickness of your hair, and then let it drop into your hand like so. So the hair is all curled, and as you can see it is super curly. We're going to want that to be a lot looser. So I'm going to leave this about 10 to 15 minutes until the hair is cool. This side is already starting to feel cool, but this side still feels warm. If you brush it out before the hair is cooled down, then your curls are not going to last. So I'll come back in 10 minutes and show you what the finished look looks like. So it's been about 15 minutes and the curls are feeling nice and cool. So all I'm going to do now is start to loosen them up. So usually I throw my head over and loosen them up. This is what the curls look like now, and I'm just going to tip my head over, run my fingers through to loosen them up. So this is now what they look like now they've loosened up. So as you can see, we've got a lot more volume, they're a lot looser, and I just prefer the way that curls look when they're like this. I feel like these are really easy styles to do, but if you do have any questions, just comment them down below. So here we have the finished look. So I'm really pleased with how the makeup look and hair look turned out. I feel really glam. It didn't take too long. It's a shame about the powder, but you win some, you lose some. I did try new brow products though. I did promise you that I would try a new one. And this hair look is one of my go-to looks. It doesn't take that long. It's really simple, really easy, and it lasts for days as well. I hope that you enjoyed learning this makeup and hair look. Please let me know if you did enjoy it, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be notified of the remaining makeup tutorials and any future videos that I put on my channel. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you here again soon. Bye!